unpredictable. Cindy, uncontrollable. Cindy, Cindy, you're so hot. Cindy, Cindy, Cindy. Cindy, Cindy.
Hello folks, I've been having some problems with Cindy. She's not very happy with me. If you want to know why, just check out my last video. Goodbye Cindy, hello Cindy. Now, I've been making some progress with SVI Pro or SVI 2.0 Pro, which is an infinitely long video, similar to Longcat but not similar to Longcat. The one specific thing that I've been waiting for ages, months and months and months for, is for a way to extend an existing video. So any video can now be extended with a seamless extension. So what I've been doing is I've been playing with Cindy based on an initial 4-second video. There we are, there she is getting rather angry. That's a 4-second video. That was done at, where are we? 24 frames a second. I think that was 97 frames. So I thought, well, can I extend it using SVI Pro? And I found a workflow online. I can't remember where I found it from, but it's here. I'm going to explain that soon, but I thought I'll chuck it in and then I'll extend it again. And I got this, 8 seconds. And you can't see the join. And I thought, fantastic. This means you can extend any video. This is really, well, groundbreaking. Now, I did it 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. However, what I didn't expect and I wasn't looking for was color shift. So as you can see, I think you can see, each iteration of extension I get a little bit of color shift. Here's 13 seconds, and again, so this is 3 chunks all nicely merged together, but she does start to change color a bit as we go through the process. Also, what I didn't set properly was these extensions were done at 16 frames a second, so I've got an initial 24 frames going into 16. So the resultant video is all 16 frames, so it starts to slow down a bit. However, I rectify that later on. So anyway, as you can see, when we get down to, where are we? 31 seconds. Oh dear, it's all gone a funny colour, isn't it? She's not looking happy at all. She's been out in the sun too long. Oh dear. Anyway, so, but what we've got is a nice smooth transition. No cuts at all. It's nice and seamless. It blends. And that's what I've been missing, the blending of videos. If you look back through some of my videos, you might well see cuts because when I've tried to extend videos, I've been really meticulous about trying to splice videos together, but I always get an instant color shift or a slight jerk. Anyway, what I've discovered is when I started this workflow, I didn't put this node in. It's called color match. Here it is here. We'll come on to the full workflow later, but this is significant, and I overlooked it to start with. So I added this node and I joined it, and I've had to put in a reference photo so it keeps to that color range. However, probably because I mucked this up mid-flow, when I came to finally do the color match, which was on the very last extension, I thought, oh, I must try and do a color match, and we've actually got Cindy looking not too bad now. So here's the full video. It's a bit slow because this is done at 16 frames a second. I should have done it at 24. because I think this runs at 24 being WAN 2.2. There we are, 16 frames. It should have been 24. But let's go through this workflow, and we're going to do another demo to see if I can actually use some real life footage and see if I can extend the real life footage into AI footage without any noticeable cut. So real life going into AI. And if it works, this opens up a massive possibility. So anyway, this is SVI Pro Video Extend. So basically you select your video. In this case, well, what I did was where are we? Clips. That was the one I used. 4 seconds. I extended that, and then I put the extended video back into here again, and then I extended that. So I kind of recycled each video each time, building it up and up and up. It was an iterative process, I think is the right word. So anyway, I'm not going to go through the full complexity of this workflow, and I will post a link to where you'll be able to download this in the description. So it's worth giving it a go if you want to extend existing videos. So this is using the high noise, low noise. I'm using the FP8 versions. I've got a RTX 5090, so I've got some leeway to play with reasonably large models, and it's got some LoRa's. I don't know what these LoRa's do, but whoever built this was using this LoRa, and for the low noise was using this. I don't know what Seca low noise model is. I did find it, but I can't find the link now. So anyway, the biggest feature on this is this thing here. I don't know what it's doing. It's got a lot of new stuff I'm not familiar with. I'm not an expert in ComfyUI, and I'm not an expert in creating the complexities of large workflows here, but I am reasonably good, I hope, at creating short movies and telling a story. I like to tell a story. I don't just dump a 6-second clip with no narrative in it and no explanation of what it's supposed to be doing. I do like to create a story, as you'll see if you look back on several of my videos. Right, anyway, so this is the absolute crux of it here. This here, the image batch extend with overlap. And this, I set it to 6. I think this workflow came with 5. I've played with 5, 6 and 7. And I'll show you the differences by changing the overlap. Right, so I've rerun the workflow based on our 4-second Angry Cindy there, using that image as a color reference. It's set to fixed. I've ran a fixed seed. So we've got a new video that's about 8 seconds long now of the original one plus the extension, and it's using overlap 6, and I'm seeing a sort of a blur during the join. Yeah, now I've set the save output to false, and I've set the frame rate to 24, so I'm going to set that to 7. Let's run that. It won't run the workflow, it'll just run the blend. Let's look at that again. So, yeah, there's still a slight blur. Set that to 8. Let's run that again. Oh, see that again? think we got it. I think we got it. Let's set to 9. Right, we got the blur back. So for this particular extension, 8 frames seems to be the best. Let's try something else. Let's set it to ease in out. I don't know what that does. It's just running the extension. Again, that seems all right on 8 on that particular one. Ease in, ease out doesn't seem to make any difference. Let's go back to 7. So it's not set, it's got a little bit of blur on. So for this particular extension, 8 seems to be the best. So I'm going to go through one more extension. So this video that's been created, I'm going to put that as the source. Okay, so here we go. Here's our second. No, hang on, I haven't done that yet, have I? Ah, right. Critical error. I haven't saved the output of overlap 8, have I? Right, run that. So that just creates the output. Doesn't run the entire model again. Does it? Oh, hang on. No, I've done it wrong, Nige. Get myself in a pickle. Got to go back to the original one, haven't I? Oh. Angry Cindy. Right. This is typical me, getting myself in a kerfuffle. Right. Run that again, Nige. Get the output. Right, as you were. So here's our 8-second video. I had to rerun it. Seemed to have a bit of bling going on there now. Anyway, so let's move on. That's the video, the source now, okay? We're on a fixed seed. I'm on a fixed seed. Where are we, Nige? Fixed seed, yeah. I mean, the seed number doesn't really matter, but it just shows you how many runs I've done over the past day to get this sequence working. So we're on, let's set that to false. We're on 24 frames a second. We're on overlap 8, and our prompt will need to change now. So the prompt will, what's she going to do? She's going to, what's she going to do? Raise, blow a kiss. The girl blows a kiss. Right. Let's run that, and I'll be back in a whilst that's running, I'll just show you the compile window here. It's so the high noise is taking 42 seconds and the low noise is taking 27 seconds. This is running at 640 by 640. Almost all of my videos are done at 960 wide by 544 high, so I can do a 2 times upscale to make it 1920 by 1080. Just show you the memory window. We're using 50 gigs of memory on this. I've got 96, 2 sticks of 48 gigs, and on the GPU it's using, on the low noise it's using 20 gigabytes. Right, and we're done. So we've got an extension. What's she going to do? Blow the kiss. Come on, blow the kiss. I'm going to run it again until we get a kiss blow. Okay, I'll be right back. This is the good thing about having independence over video extension. You can run the next bit as many times as you like until you get the one you want. So unlike videos that go through a looping process to do the extensions, when you put all the lines of each clip into a prompt and you expect it to follow. If at any one of those clips it starts to go off course, you know, a window appears on the roof, or the floor suddenly turns into water, whatever it is, because let's face it, anything can happen in AI. Once it starts going off course, you've had it. It's all gone. But this way, by being able to have control over each individual, in this case 81 frames at a time, you've got absolute full control over it. Right, this will do. Have we got a nice... Oh, hang on. Uh-oh. Oh, we're back. I had a screen freeze then. Yeah, so what have we got? No, there's no... You can't see the join on that second bit now. Cannot see the join. So overlap 8 on this particular occasion is okay. Let's set that back to 7. We're not saving the output, so we can rerun that quite successfully. So it's just going to run the overlap. Let's see what we get. Seven is also okay. Let's try 6. Now that's interesting, because I changed that to ease in, ease out, and not linear blend. Hang on. So we're discovering things together. Oh, there's so much to know, isn't there? Oh, that's got a slight blend in it, yeah. Let's go back to 7 again. Are you guys still with me? Yeah, that's got a slight glitch in that one. It seems that ease in, ease out may be beneficial. So that's back to ease in, ease out. I can't see the join there, so we'll have that one. Save. Right, so we've now extended it 3 times. So I think we'll call this, I'll just show you the final result, actually not in this window, and then we'll move on to something else. Right, so we've got a 6-second video now. It's 24 frames a second. Don't know what to make of you, Cindy. Are you in a rage, or are you all right now? No joins. And we've got a good colour match now. So I'm extremely pleased with that. Let's try it on a real life example. Here's me in real life. Yeah, real life. Cutting a banana up. See how we get on with this, shall we? I'm going to cut it all the way, but I'm going to splice the video halfway and see if the AI can do the rest. I've got to do a voiceover on the next part because I forgot to pick up the microphone. So here's me in real life slicing a banana, but only the first 3 or 4 seconds worth. So that will be a good test to see if it can carry on slicing. 16 frames a second. Actually, it's not. It's recorded off my phone, so that is 30 frames a second. Yeah, and that is 194 frames. That should give a good test. Right, let's move on. Okay, so we're on a fixed seed for this one. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, and we need to change the prompt to something sensible. A banana being cut into slices with a knife. We don't need color match on this one. We could do a screenshot of the banana being cut and use that as the color match, but I'm going to set that to bypass, and we'll run that and see how we go. Right, set it for 30 frames a second. Off we go. So here is the result. Well, that's the first go. I'm going to run it a few times and see if we can get a good one. But what about the join? Yeah, you can't see the join. There's no jump, is there? And there's no color shift. So it's definitely doing what it's supposed to do. It is extending the video, and it can sort of slice a banana. I'll see if I can get a perfect banana slice. So what I'm going to do on that one is I'm going to run it 8 times, and I'm saving the outputs, and we'll look at all 8 outputs if we don't get any much luck. So I've disabled the color match, but I did have to unjoin one of these noodles. It just didn't work otherwise. Right, back shortly. We have our results. Let's have a look. So we've got 8. Let's see what we get from the first one. Of course, we've lost the audio. Could put that back in, couldn't we? Yeah, okay. Can't see any join. Come on then. Oh, steady on. No, mind your fingers. Right. There's real life blended into AI. The possibilities are endless. Do you ever question your priorities in life? It's a bit speeded up, isn't it? So that's 30 frames a second. Maybe the extension needs to be 24 frames a second. But I think you're getting the general idea. Real life becomes AI. They're big slices, aren't they? Let's just go through this lot and then we'll call it a day. It's absolutely fascinating what you can do, isn't it? Oh, that's better. Oh yeah, wow. Nige, what are you doing? Making a video about cutting bananas. Yeah, great. That one did have a bit of a blend issue, but generally all of these, you can't see the join, can you? You can see the join on that one a tiny bit. Anyway, I'll leave you guys to play with that. So I think we're just about to wrap it up. Right, we'll call it quits there, guys. So this is Cindy before she got all upset and went a bit mad. Check out my other videos. This particular Cindy here was done in Longcat video extension, but it can't do existing videos. You can't extend it with Longcat. Longcat, you have to do it all at once. But I have done a video on that, like deep dive. Hope you enjoyed this deep dive. Cheerio.